What's up, brother?
Mr. McInerney, what's up, man? How's it going?
Great, man.
How you been?
I made it out of the shower, popped my earbuds in, and I'm like, I am ready.
Rock and roll. Dude, it's so good to hear your fucking voice, man. I say that, but I hear you like all the time in the live streams. it's like you're always in my life, Jay.
That's great, man. Ugh.
So what was the reason to find those photos the other day?
Well, I would have bugged you early. The day that she was out with her girlfriends, I think on Saturday, and she's like, they were talking about something, and she was just like, oh my God, I was telling the girls about it. She's like, do you have a picture from like me in my orange skirt? Like she must have been telling them like, I got all hussied up and met up with Jay and some friends I hadn't seen in forever and met some new ones. And they're like, oh my God, she's like, anyway, she was like, find me a picture of me in that skirt and what we met up. And I was like, and I know I have a folder somewhere of like when a path was about to go out, you warned me, and then I just like took a big photo dump.
I was just talking about Path the other day, how that app was awesome, man, when it was really getting used quite a bit.
Well, Saturday I looked it up, and because I was just going to see if there was anything, and it said Path coming soon, unless it's been saying that for 10 years.
Wow. I hear there's a bunch of social networks they're bringing back. I heard they're bringing back Vine.
Oh, that'd be great.
Do you remember Vine?
Vine was great, man.
Mm-hmm. That was that Brittany Furlan. She had that, her Vine account was the big deal back in the day. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember this little girl who was just hilarious. She was her mom would record her and she would say just the funniest shit. She was like, Halloween is in my soul. And then you're doing really good, buddy. She like yell at runners as they ran by her house. It was super cute.
But to look back at those photos, man, it was how many years ago was that? 13 years ago?
Yeah, it was the 28th of December, 2012. Yeah,
dude, it's insane. It's absolutely nuts.
Yeah, it was.
But
it was funny because I was looking through. I dug through my like thumb drives. And then I had to open up a laptop that is slow, like an old Mac that Lisa was like, this is the last computer we'll ever need, that was slow as fuck. And I'm like, somewhere I remember ripping out all the pictures of something. And yeah, like we couldn't find a single one.
I still have a flash drive of yours from the time you lived in Key West.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I think I took it off. Oh, my God, that's hilarious.
Yep, it was on, because I think at one point you had a user on one of my computers, and then you needed to delete the user. Or somehow I had images of your stuff on my computer, and then I moved on to flash drive, gave you the copy of the drive, I think, and then...
I think we used that shuffle you bought me as basically a flash drive, because you could basically do that.
Yep, I remember that. Yeah. Dude, I always say that night that you guys kind of sealed the deal on your future is like a pivotal moment in a movie. If we did a movie, a Going Deep show movie, that would be one of the movie nights, I think.
I thought of that as, but we do it as kind of like how The Hangover plays out. Like you would show it as, you know what I mean? How they do it in like totally messed up order. Yeah. You know what I mean? Uh-huh. It would have to do that. Like it would be like us doing something, and then that Bradley Cooper on the phone going, I fucked up. And then it going back in time. You know what I mean? It would have to be something like that.
Well, I always say, because the more revealing thing about that entire weekend was the next day when we went to Rudy's to eat breakfast. Because
the whole IRIV and no one.
There's a recording of that entire breakfast.
And yes, and Jay's talking like I'm not gonna marry that woman.
Mm-hmm. It's funny, man. Hindsight, it's always 20/20 like that, man. That's one of the things I've appreciated about you and Wally more specifically, and G-Dub and everybody, man. It's like when we're in the moment, we fucking say our shit. Damn the consequences in the future. We don't know what the future could hold. I could get hit by a car tomorrow. You never know.
Yeah.
But I'd rather be like real than fake and shit like that. So, dude, that's killer. How were you amazed at how fast I found him?
Yes and no. Like I knew you had that account. That's kind of why I wanted to search for it first, because I knew in the back of my mind, I could like text you, and I didn't want to do it Saturday because by the time she texted me, it was late. And then I was just like, Then I thought, should I even give him the date? Because that'd be too easy. And then I did, and I was like, yeah, he's just gonna go. I couldn't remember the name of that website you had, and then I was like, yep, here goes. And then ting. Yep.
Yeah, it's
just like that.
in Smug Mug, I have like some private
Smug
galleries
mug.
and stuff, and I try to organize them to keep it off of the computers, but it's like a chore to move them, and they date themselves automatically. But I have them organized by here's the path to find that. Okay, I go to Goin Deep Show, social, bar hop, and I pick which bar it was at, and I click the bar, and then all of the dates come up with photos taken from the bars, and that was the one. So I could go to like Steinhaus from this day or go to Bell Bar from this day, and I can see all the pictures that were taken. So it's a maniacal, crazy, obsessive, compulsive way to keep track of stuff. But for when I do my end of the year social, that little video that I throw together on Facebook, I start gathering all those images each month. And have I told you about the Retro app? You would probably like the Retro app because it's very much like Path, except it's just for photos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you should get that. You should get that app. It's pretty cool. It's just Retro. I'll share a link with you so you can check it out and stuff like that. And you can see how I use it and what it is.
Oh, okay.
You get you can let your friends see the last 4 weeks of the photos that you handpick. Okay, and then you can choose to go back into the past and kind of pick and choose which photos you want. But it's a week-to-week thing. And then after 4 weeks go by, your friend get to see, the last 4 weeks, but only people with key access get access to your back catalog, to the archive of all the photos. So you can give that to your family or to closer people that you don't mind if they're digging through your old stuff. And it kind of encourages people to post, because if I give you access to my Retro, you can look at it. But if you don't go back and check it, or you can only see those 4 weeks. And once those 4 weeks are beyond, you can't see it. You can't see it unless you post photos. So it kind of encourages people to post some images and stuff like that. But I use it religiously. I've gone back and I don't even know how many years now I got stuff in there.
Nice, that's awesome.
With all this fucking AI shit, dude, it's going on. It's insane. I gotta dude, I'm in the little booth here. I thought I'd be cold down here, so I stuck a little space heater in here before I started. That was a stupid ass move. Good God.
Yeah, dude, I've been trying to be a lot more AI proactive. I've been listening to podcasts, trying to see what's coming, I'll even just ask the AI, like, what other AIs does he integrate with and what I should have to work better with him. And he's just like, I'm AI. I usually work pretty good with everything.
What's your main one? What's your go-to right now?
So I'm either between Gemini and all the ones that go along with all that. So the Gemini, the
Notebook LM and stuff.
Yeah, so the Nano, what's the banana one?
Oh,
right?
Nano Banana, yep. Nano Banana, yep.
Yeah, and then it actually helped me download Google Keep. I never heard of that. Mm-hmm. It's just a note taking.
Yep.
And I've never really used Google Calendar because Apple always had one, but Gemini told me, he basically was like, it's easier for me to do this, and I was like, okay, then that's the way I'll go. And then, yeah, Google Keep's been great because I even take a picture of a list and he was able to make it and then do it. So that's been really helpful. I mean, I use, ChatGPT. I've been working a little bit with Perplexity. I like that one a little bit, but just because I named him and I talked to him, but I haven't really did too many complex things with him.
The one that I use for the show is Grok because it just gets unhinged. Have you been reading anything about them getting in trouble the last couple of days about all of they're putting girls in bikinis and all these underage things, and they're getting some fucking scrutiny like crazy right now because you can do all sorts of, nudity stuff, and you can turn any photo you give it, it'll turn it to crazy naked videos and shit.
Yeah, it was crazy. An ad for it popped up when I was Googling all these AIs. The other one I do, just to finish up, I do use Claude. I don't really know how to use it.
I used that one a little bit before, but I haven't gone back and used it. I heard that one's really good, though.
Yeah, and I think that one is more than the other ones, is if you know what you're doing. Plus, I think it needs to be a little bit more pro. You need to be pro with that one. Mm-hmm. And with Gemini, I was talking to G-Dub about it, and because he does all this shit too, and he was telling me that if you have a college ID, you can get the pro of all the Gemini for free, which instead of paying that wall.
Yeah, I
which
pay.
I might
I
steal.
pay for so many. How many are you paying for right now?
No, I don't. I think I paid for the Chat GPT like a year ago when it first kind of came out, or when it was doing stuff, and I think I got kind of like a grandfathered in, kind of like a pro light that I paid like a one-time donation thing. But yeah, but anyway, back to your Gronk. Yeah, like an ad popped up when I was doing all this search on Google, and it showed a picture of a girl, and then the guy typed in, "I'd like to see her without her shirt." "Oh, I'd like to see her in a ponytail," and it just kept editing the picture. And
I'll tell you, yeah, right now, dude, it is insane because I use Grok, and inside of there, if you boot up the app, swipe to the left, there's the image and video generation thing. You could give it any image and have it animated. And what I'm going to do right now is while we're sitting here, I know you're on the phone with me, but I can send you a video that I've done of you and Bob, anybody on the crew. I take the old photos of us, I drop it into there to animate them, and it does it flawlessly. It's insane. It's crazy. It's like we shot, like all the photos that I took of us back in the day, I've turned into videos. Tons of them. And it does. Yeah, it's crazy.
I've done that with just plain Google Photos, the Google Photo app, which I throw in so much because we have like extra cloud in there. It gives you a little option. You can do like a little movement, or it'll ask you to celebrate. And some of them are crazy. I've tried them with like old photos that kind of like people are really popular to like take an old photo to do it. But yeah, I'd love to see it. Yeah, because I did one of celebrating. But a lot of them are just random confetti pops up and everybody just kind of casually moves. One I did, G-Dub and Wally were together. Or no, it was me and G-Dub when we were younger, and we cheersed our beer, and they turned into like, they were smoking like cigars. It was like, okay, he missed that one. But,
I'm gonna send you a couple right now, just so you can kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about. I pay for so many of these fucking things. I pay for Grok because it's part of Twitter. I pay for ChatGPT. I pay for Leonardo, which is an image and video capture one, which handles a ton of like Nano Banana stuff, and it incorporates all of those image models into Leonardo. Then I pay for this thing called Wonder on my phone. Then I pay for this other one called Create. I pay for one called I don't know how many. I'm dropping fucking ridiculous, stupid money on all this AI stuff, but I don't want any of the limitations. I pay for Suno, the music making one, which is amazing. Suno is just insane. Have you played around with that yet?
No, which one is it?
Suno.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, that one's for music. I've made songs. It's crazy the songs that you can get out of it. It's unbelievable. So I just sent you a little quick video of us sitting, you and Silverback and Thea from the Green Hut.
Is that Betty Boop?
Yeah. Here, I'll send you another one here because it's of you sitting in the old studio.
And do you get to say what you want her to say?
No. It doesn't let you do that, but I guess I can tell it to do it, and it might do it. I just let it animate it automatically, and then I don't tell it anything, but I can prompt it afterwards to do more stuff, and it'll do it. Okay, so there's another one coming your way. You're sitting in the old studio.
Yeah.
I did one with you, Lance Parrish, and Bob. I animated that one.
That's awesome.
You guys are doing like a 3-way handshake. Okay, so I got to tell you this, dude. This is like an amazing story once I send you this last one here, because you got to hear this story. You're not going to, and I'll send you a picture of it after I tell you this story. Okay. Tell me if that last one came through. Anyway, Christmas, right? We do.
Yeah, that's awesome.
With the Lance Parrish.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, Lance Parrish.
So at Christmas time, we do the Secret Santa thing with my parents.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know who we get, So my brother got me this year. So he gives me socks, and he gives me some art canvases for me to paint. But then he brings over this last present, and it's this flat, like long, kind of almost like a sheet of paper, but it's probably about 11 inches wide, but only by about 4 or 5 inches tall. It's real horizontal. So I open it up with the first layer, and it's wrapped in another layer after another layer. It's like 3 layers deep, right? I'm like, oh, is this some big joke? It's gonna be nothing inside of it.
Yeah, right. Thanks, Doc.
I open it up, right? It's Clayton Kershaw's nameplate from Dow Diamond when he was there.
Oh my God.
The one and the only literal. I flip it over and it's got all of the glue and shit from the wall. It's his real nameplate from when he played with the Loons. And how Doc got it was the grandfather of one of his students used to work for the Loons. So when the players would leave, he would just grab the stuff. So he had the nameplate. My brother, he was getting rid of it. So my brother's like, I'll take that. He's got a bench. He's got like pine tar rags with the Dodgers logos on it. He's got all sorts of shit. My brother does. So I open it up. I'm like, are you serious? I said, you're giving this to me? He's like, yeah. He goes, that'll just end up in a drawer at my house. He goes, you're going to do something cool with it. So I'm like, I got to think what I'm going to do with this thing. But I literally have Clayton Kershaw's rookie freaking, like, what were they at the time? They were low. They were low A, or they weren't even A, were they?
No, yeah, they were low-A. They were like with the Flying Tigers or whatever, the Lakeland Flying Tigers are, right?
Yeah, so that may be his first professional locker room nameplate.
Yeah. Yeah, because he wasn't there long, was he? I don't even know how long he was there.
No, he wasn't there long at all. I remember going to watch him throw. It was like an amazing thing to see. And then was he there when you did the infamous I'm walking around sign and stuff that year? Was that his first year there?
Yeah, because everybody was there. That's the reason everybody was looking for him, because I don't know if he never came out of the locker room or he came out later. It was him, Preston Mattingly, and Van Slyke's kid.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Was it Scott?
And
Scott
everybody was looking for him. And I don't know if he didn't come out or we were waiting for him to come out. And and all of a sudden someone, because he was in that picture, I think.
Uh-huh. I just remember you signing the autographs.
I gave Bob the program because Bob was like, "Hey, he bought the program off me because Parrish signed it," and he's like, "Yeah, that'd be a bigger deal because somebody in his family loved it or he wanted it or something."
Big wheel. So
I was like, I like the big wheel, but he wasn't like my guy.
Yeah, let me send you a photo of that. What Doc sent to me or gave me. So I got to find a way to frame this thing and put it up. I want to hang it in my office at work. But I think that thing's got to be worth some money. He's he's a total shoo-in Hall of Famer. I mean, come on.
Oh, first ballot. What color is it? Oh, I'll look at the picture when you send it.
It's nothing special. It's like super. Like it looks like they had like an engraver kind of a print thing where it's not embossed, it's kind of carved into this plastic piece.
I mean, it's legit, and it's not like they gave him special treat, you know what I mean? It's not like, here you go, HOF, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty cool though. I was stunned when I opened it up and I was like, are you seriously giving this to me?
Seems like some old Ray would just pop up with like, oh yeah, I was sitting talking to some guy, you know, not Doc, you know, something some old Ray would just have laying around.
See, because Doc's got a really good baseball room, or at least he used to have a really good baseball room in his basement until his daughter kind of took over, till my niece took over the basement. But yeah, man, I'm so geared up for the season now. You know, I'm kind of glad we're through the holidays. I'm ready, but I'm still a little frightened of what's going to happen with Tarik. A little Scoob action.
I know. I'm like, I'm feeling it one way or another. As long as we don't get rid of him, it ends up just being a flop. Like if we get rid of him, and I'm like, okay, but also we're not going to get rid of him. I mean, I don't know, who could we get rid of him for? You know?
Yeah, I don't know. A
lot of young talent. Nothing would make me happy. Also, what if we pay for him and he ends up Derek Cole, you know? He's already had Tommy John.
Yeah, I heard rumors are waiting until the All-Star break. But the other thing that you got to factor in here, there's all of that talk of the strike going to happen at the end of the season. So is that altering the decision-making on whether or not he signs some big deal into a season where they don't even start right away?
Oh, I forgot about that, yeah. I don't know, man. I just, and talking about AI and shit, like every day it's like breaking news and you can't even trust shit. You swear he's going to the Dodgers or the Mets every day that something's breaking and it's like who do you know, like, Mets make move. Dodgers are set to sign. And I'm just like, what?
Oh, I just read right before I got on with you, John Boy posted something on Reddit about Kyle Tucker going to the Mets. So I can't imagine if that deal, there's always one player that's kind of the domino that starts all the others. Oh, we don't got him now, so we got to, all right, here's our second option.
Right.
So, but hey, I thought, I know we talked about at the beginning of the what season was it? It wasn't last year. It was the 2024 season. Doing a Tiger show. I really think we should do it. I think we should. I think we should totally do it. Even if we just jump on after the game for 5 minutes and be like, "Hey, what did you think of that?" Even it doesn't matter if we're just on the phones real quick or something like that. That would be killer at the games.
Oh, it's black. I'm sorry, I just got it. It's black. That's crazy.
Yeah,
it was like because the Loons didn't even have Dodgers colors, really.
Yeah, it was just black and it was just like above it. But that's his dang nameplate, dude.
Yeah, that's awesome.
In the back of it has all that glue marks where they ripped it off the walls and stuff.
That's official. Yeah, dude, that'd be cool. I mean, I couldn't commit to like 163, but that'd be awesome.
No, I think what we would do is I would have you and probably Bob, and then I'm trying to think. Well, how we would work it is even just get a quick comment because you can record now the phone calls right into the phone. Like I can hit a phone. I can hit a button and we can just go, "Hey, dude, what do you think about this?" But what's your take on this? Just to have a little couple of seconds. The other thing, dude, the AI now.
If we had like a preset 6 questions we answer every, we send out like 6 questions for the game or something, our old 6-pack thing. And so we just each record our 6 answers to the questions.
And we use Al Kaline's number 6 jersey as the cover art.
Yeah, there you go.
Or we could, what we do?
3.
We make it so we don't narrow in on one number because then it's like, we got to come up with 6 things. If we only got one thing that day, we use Lou Whitaker's jersey number. If we had 3 things, we use Tram's.
Yeah.
3 questions after today's Tiger game.
Yeah, there's a radio guy here that they do like the 5 recaps of the day, and then they only do like 3, but 5 sounded better or something. It's like, that's a good idea. Yeah.
So the other AI that I pay for is 11 Labs. I don't know if you've heard. You probably saw the Ernie Harwell tribute video that I did for the 20th anniversary, right?
Yeah.
So that's how I did the Ernie voice thing.
You just pick up a voice, or
do you
give it a voice, or do you just Google it?
Here's the trickery with it. I'm gonna give everybody the inside scoop on this one. This one was a little elaborate because you got to find a clean audio file.
Right.
So what I did was I went to YouTube first, and I just did a search on Ernie Harwell video, video or Ernie Harwell interview. That's what it was, interview. So he did some sit down with I can't even remember which guy it was, one of the other MLB, guys.
Right.
I strip out the other guy's voice, so it's literally nothing but Ernie talking for about 20 minutes. I think it was about 15 or 20 minutes. It was like a half hour or maybe longer interview. I trimmed out all the questions, so the whole thing is just Ernie. I give it to 11 Labs. I have it analyze that and create a voice based off of it. Then I test it out like crazy to see how accurate and how good it sounds. So then I go to ChatGPT. I start to tell it, I give it a bunch of bios about Ernie. It knows about Ernie. I said, here's speeches by Ernie. Here's how Ernie would say things. I copied out a bunch of writings that were in his voice, all this. So it knows Ernie. Then I give it the information about the independents. And I say, write me a speech based on this team in the style of Ernie. It writes that whole thing. I copy it out and I drop it over into the voice thing, and then it makes it. That was like I think that was like a second take. It was quick.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's wild. It's just scary as fuck is what it is.
Well, yeah, I've done some nothing friggin' that elaborate, but with Gemini and stuff, Leo's, I think I needed your help that one time to get a audio file of Tyler, the Creator, but so I've done, I needed Leo to do something, so I was had ChatGPT do it in the form of what Tyler, the Creator would say to him, to his son that needs to clean up the living room because he's been home alone all day. And it was funny as hell. He was like, "Come on, son, you made a nest down in the living room." And he's like, don't be a sucker. It was so funny, dude. It was just great. And they had like mixed in little lyrics and shit.
Yeah, it's insane what it
so
does now.
funny.
I just got done.
And it's like 3 bubbles for like a millisecond, and then bam, right?
Yeah. So Suno, the audio making one, I've been wanting to recreate the ending piano music for the podcast, but I want it to sound like Cheers. So I go to the AI, I have it give the description of the Cheers music, and then have it redo it. I just literally came downstairs right as it was finishing up. Let me see if I can just play one here quick for you, just to hear if it came close. But it's wild. We live in crazy times, man.
How do you give it time to work on something? Do you just say, "Hey, go ahead and work on this," or?
No, I load it in. I give it the style that it wants. I tell it to emulate a certain style of music, and it just makes it. So here's an example of I didn't click this yet. I have no idea what it's going to come up with. I'm just going to put it up to the microphone. This is I should read the description first, but I'll just play it. So it does a pretty decent job.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That does sound like, it definitely not Cheers, but it's like if the show after Cheers was done by Burroughs and it was like, hey man, we need another one.
Well, I'll tell you this, okay. This is one of the coolest ways to use it, and because you get like a free amount of credits through Suno with just a regular account. I pay for the added, so I have an unlimited kind of amount to use. But I'm gonna tell you how I did this, and it's really cool because for any kid who wants to get into music, I mean, I can't freaking play an instrument, But what I can do is I have this app on my phone called Figure. Have I showed you Figure before? It's to just make.
I've heard of Figure.
Yeah, it's just to make up random beats and stuff. So my old breakfast show, I used to have that weird electronica intro music. It sounded like this. So what I do is I give that to Suno. I can base it off of that, and then it will make a song based off of the song that you give it. So
okay.
So let me find one here now. Like I just made one based off of that song, but I wanted it to sound like something like Snoop Dogg or Dr. Dre would produce. With that high pitched kind of like 90s.
California love.
Yeah, so here it is. Listen to it. Same song, it just made it. So you can use the Figure app to go make the song and then give it to Suno and just tell it to make it in like a bossa nova song or make it a lullaby or make it a whatever, and it just does it. It's crazy. I did one a little earlier today. I said I want it to sound like if the band Cake made it. So yeah, check
They're at the starting line.
Yeah.
Right.
So check this out. This is Cake. Same song. It'll have the horns and everything.
Nice.
That one gets addictive to go and play around with, though, man. I'll sit there for hours. Time just flies when you're sitting there making music and stuff like that, and it will create the lyrics for you too. It's
oh,
insane.
You can do lyrics too.
Yeah. I'll give you an example on that. Nurse Fiona, the co-host here, who was on the show for a couple of years ago before she went to school and did her school stuff, who will be coming back here in the next few weeks. She went to Florida. When was that? Like about a month ago. And she came back and she's telling me all these horror stories that she was out down there, and she was, she's a cougar. She's out getting a bunch of guys and stuff, doing her thing. So she tells me all these dirty stories. I give all her dirty stories to the AI, and it makes this insane song. this insane song, but it sounds like something you would hear on the radio. It's so good. It's like one of if you give it a story and give it like an angle, it just creates some shit. You're just like, wow. It's really pretty remarkable what it does.
Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. We think she's at church, but she's going down on me. Scotty doesn't know. Fiona's in the parking lot. Yeah.
But did I send you the song about Wally that I made? I don't know.
Oh, that was a while ago, right? Yeah.
No, it was like maybe a week or two ago. I released these things called retro rewinds, and I'm using Dr. Pinkie Pie's voice to do the intros and outros and stuff because I can pretty much replicate anybody's voice I want. So I've been using Dr. Pinkie Pie to do the voiceover, and it's crazy. It was a song about Wally being a true American hero and everything. It's pretty crazy. So okay, how close were you to where that shooting and shit happened today?
Actually, I found out about it when Lisa called me saying her Waze is taking her like past it. Can I look? And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And Lisa's like, oh my God, there's a shooting in Minneapolis. I was like, oh fuck. So Lisa drove through there like within like a mile. I was probably like, I don't know, 8-10 miles away. But yeah, it's all in the same area. I was in a town called Edina today.
I saw the video. There. I saw the video of it. They pretty much bum rushed the car. The ICE agents do. The person wants to get away, so they're like, get out of the car. It was just, but they end up she ends up hitting the gas. You know, and there was a guy in front. I don't think she probably didn't see the guy that was standing right in front because I had imagined she was turned and looking one direction. I don't know. I can't. There's no reason to fucking kill the bitch though.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did they release the color yet? Because I have not seen or know who it is. That's always the curiosity. What? Oh
color? No. She's sad. Woman.
She's a what now?
But
you broke up.
A beautiful white woman. So, yes, a single mom. Her husband and her child's dad passed away a few years ago. He has no one now.
Oh my God.
No, so yeah, she was a beautiful white woman who was obviously a trained irritant and domestic terrorist by trying to block the ICE agents. And Lisa was like, dude, I drive for work. I was there, 2,000 ICE agents show up, and I'm like, I'm just trying to get out of here. They say leave. I touch the gas, and Johnny Cowboy starts shooting me through the windshield.
Well, yeah, there's all sorts of stories that I've been reading the last couple of days about some of these ICE agents are getting exposed as far as like what they really look like, who they really are. A couple of them are they got all these Nazi tattoos and all these things. I mean, it's just like I don't know, man. The world that we're living in right now is it's fucking crazy. It's crazy.
I know, because Trump or somebody in the government said he did his training when he was like in danger. I'm like, there's no fucking way that guy had training. He's either ex-military or he was never allowed to be a cop or never allowed to be in the military, and they're just handing out ICE, like they're like saying, come volunteer, right?
Well, they're offering like shit tons of money though, aren't they? I thought they were offering like $80,000 to be part of it and stuff.
Right, so these aren't trained. No, he did his training when he thought he was in danger. No, he wasn't. Like, he wasn't trained. Now the whole city's gonna fucking burn. The governor's talking about bringing in the National Guard because the state owns that. The city cops are protecting ICE, not the people.
Oh my God.
It's fucking bananas.
Well, and then
Leo did a walkout for ICE yesterday, and I was like, Leo and Ezra, they're freshmen and senior. They're in the same school. Leo does a walkout for ICE, which basically just meant he skipped 7th hour. I was like, what'd you guys do when you left? He's like, well, this crowd walked to the city hall, which is like 2 blocks away. Yeah, I went home. I'm like, so you basically just skipped 7th hour? Yeah. And then Ezra's like, what? Ezra's literally, we're at the kitchen table eating dinner. Ezra goes, what happened? Leo's like, there was a walkout today. Ezra's like, I had no idea. I'm like, aren't you in the same fucking school? Like, it's big. It's not that big. I'm like, oh my God. He's like, oh God.
It's just a wild time, dude. I remember back in the day we were complaining about George W. Bush and shit, but dude, the stuff that's going on now, it's like you almost don't even believe it. Like what? I was reading stories about like Russian submarines off the coast of Venezuela and going after like some of these fucking oil tankers and shit. It's like what the hell is going on? Like really?
Dude, somebody sent me I think Lisa sent me a video the other day. It was like from 2008. Do you remember this? Obama wore a brown suit,
yes.
and it was all these videos of Fox News going, can you believe how unpresidential? And they're all just, it was like brown suit gate, and they were just like, I mean, how do you expect to be taken seriously? And it was just Hannity and all these guys. And just like, I mean, come on. He's wearing a brown suit at the podium next to the presidential seal. I'm just
the thing about it is, man, it's like you don't know what you got till it's gone. We used to complain about all that shit back in the day with W, and now it's like, okay, come on now, dude. You wonder what the fuck is the next thing that's gonna happen. It's like what? It's insane.
I know, and then I hear like, remember when we didn't care what the president did until like he took over our 5 channels for a State of the Union, and I'm like, what the fuck is this guy? We didn't even know what he was doing for 6 months out of the year. Like, I was at a job the other day, and there's this plumber just fucking had his radio blasting on some Fox News thing. And I'm like, 10 years ago, this guy didn't even vote or know who was in the office. You know what I mean? He was just happy being a redneck, complaining about gas prices. And now he can't get enough politics. I'm like, oh, God.
Yeah, I'm over it, man, so hard. I you know who I really want to talk to, and I don't know how often you talk to him, but what's up with Zach Attack, man? What is his take on this? I always trusted his opinion on a lot of stuff, man. What does he say?
Well, we were just in Ireland together, in
international travel. Or how safe were you nowadays? Because right now I wouldn't be international traveling right now.
Well, it was funny because so this was obviously planned for a really long time, but when we go to, like 2 weeks before we go, this was back, and we left Halloween night, so like November 1st, and the government was shut down. So Zach, he was not working, and Rachel was forced to work, but without pay. And I'm like, well, thank God this trip was paid for, huh?
Yeah,
you too?
No doubt.
And they're like, yeah.
So what's his take?
So,
he's got to have opinions on this, man. He's always been one. I should fire him up and ask him, see what he's got on his mind about that.
Yeah, because I mean, and he was, so I've been being a government job, but when he went to leave, the everybody at work was kind of giving him a heads up, like on steps to take. Like we had a little like a FaceTime call before we left on how to like international travel, and it was like, we're gonna not have a problem going there, but coming back, they were worried about customs agent. He's like, all right, what you need to do is you need to take off face recognition on your phone, because if whatever reason you do get detained from something, they can take your phone and hold it up to your face to get into your. And he's like, they can't, for whatever reason, make you type in your password, but if you're sitting there handcuffed, they can easily just put it up to your face and see what you're texting and see what you're doing on Twitter and just take over your phone. And even if your apps are face recognition, they could just hold it up to your face again.
That's wild, man. It's crazy. Like, well, what would they find on my phone that could be so damning to what them? It'll keep me out of the country. That's just weird. It's like we're not living in America. It's just bizarre.
Yeah, but I mean, nobody really talked politics in Ireland. But we went to actually. So Zach's birthday was around that time. That was kind of the point of the vacation, and so Rachel had booked us at a comedy club, and it was pretty funny. The kind of like their comedy, and some of them were. One of them was American. A couple of them had been to America. Well, obviously, because the Irish they get like 12 weeks off a year to go on holiday, so of course they've been world travelers, and they had made some jokes, and one guy was like, hey, how about them guns or something, when like half the crowd was American or not from Ireland, so
Oh, man. Well, dude, it's good to hear your voice, man. Missed you. And
yeah, here I got to send you a picture of these shoes I just bought.
What do you got?
They're just kind of some Jordans, but or just some Nikes, but I went on like a piston kind of red, white, and blue kick.
Nice.
But these ones, check these out. I got 2 pair. These are some low tops, but check out the laces.
Let's see. Oops. Nice. Oh, dude, those laces are sweet.
Yeah, it is even a very good picture of the shoe, but and then here, those are low tops, and here's my high tops I just got. These were like super cheap. They were like all the other colors were like $149, and these were like $79. I actually just had to take this one off, so that's why it's on my counter.
Dude, those are sweet, man. Very cool. Pistons style, man. Of course, how ironic is the Pistons colors with the Jordan shoe.
Yeah, right. Should you say Jordan rules on it?
Yeah, no doubt.
But yeah, there's the high top. The low top, it's just a regular. Oh man, it's super dirty now that I see that picture. But yeah, the other one's just kind of like a low top Air or whatever.
Cool, man. Very cool. So hey, we need to figure out a way to get G-Dub and Wally. We can try to do a multiple phone calls and patch everybody in. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I usually get Wednesdays is a pretty chill day for me. Lisa has ballet. I usually anything I got it going on, I always say I can only do it Wednesday, so that would be my.
That's cool, man. Yeah, and like I said, I could be on the phone with you all damn night talking here, man. But we've already been out for like 45 fucking minutes. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's cool, man.
But yeah, dude. I'll make sure I fire you some messages more. I've been meaning to keep in touch a little bit more now and fill you in on stuff and let you know how everything's going. So. Yeah,
man. No, even if it doesn't even need to be show related. Just checking in, man. Just being human again.
For sure, man.
Especially in these long winters.
I looked at all those. I was looking through all those photos. I'll send you some more of those animated ones that I made. They're pretty cool how they do it. And I'll if you mess around in Grok, just let me know how to. I can tell you how to do some stuff in there. So I'm gonna let you get rocking.
So Grok is free, but you just pay for extra.
I pay the $8 a month through Twitter. And then it comes along. You get a certain amount of access to the extra stuff. Of course, they're always trying to get you to do more, but I just can't afford to do multiple things like that.
I know. That's what I almost. There's another one that's just kind of like a dictating one. It's called something flow, and I had it for like it was either like 2 weeks or like a number of words, but I didn't like how it only listened to you and then shot it out like it. I like to see the words come up, and I was like, "Oh, that was driving me nuts."
So since you're in Google system there and you're doing a lot of Google stuff, look up Mixboard. Mixboard is a cool one, and you can give it like prompts based on a couple of images and things like this, and it will combine images, and then you can do. But yeah, look up Mixboard. That one's really cool.
Okay, the other thing is, as I've been reading more, they basically take Perplexity or Claude and they just teach it to make its own app or you know what I mean? And I'm just like, I don't know. That's way too advanced for me.
Yeah, I don't want to. I thought about making an app for the podcast and shit like that, but I'm just like, nah. I said, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how many. I'm helping other podcasts now. I'm working with a guy in Saginaw putting his show together, and he's paying me, and I'm doing. So a lot of my time is trying to make that as efficient as possible. And then I have the sound booth here. I get up on Tuesday mornings and Thursdays now, and I'm trying to do the morning show again by myself and just get up and just crank out a half hour real quick. And then Saturday mornings with Hat Trick and Sean El Prez, we've been recording at the downtown studio where we have the banquet and stuff. There's a really nice studio space set up there. And then we haven't recorded at the Going Deep show, the back of the garage studio, in almost a year now. It's probably last February is the last time we did. That I'm kind of waiting for when Carlene gets back in the mix, Nurse Fiona. So I went to lunch with her last week, and she's been talking about getting back on the mics and stuff like that, because when she's on, it's just everything just flows. When she gets on the mic with me, it's just we just start cranking out shows like crazy.
Nice.
So but she works a weekend.
So what was that mix one called again? I can't find it.
Mixboard, I think it's called. Let me look at phone. That one does some really cool stuff with I use it for some things for the Vintage Baseball Association newsletter. Yeah, Mixboard.
I got mixed book.
Go to labs.google.com/mixboard on your phone, or on the like Safari or Chrome browser on your phone. Yeah, labs.google.com/mixboard. And it's cool because you can just give it like, let's say somebody gives you like 3 or 4 images and you have some text or whatever. You can select them all and say, hey, turn this into a different layout. And it kind of does what I do for my design job, kind of like pieces stuff together and does some cool stuff that way. I just started dabbling with it like a week or so ago.
Oh yeah, it was weird. It wasn't in the App Store.
Yeah, that Google Labs thing, man, there's all sorts of that's where they're testing out a bunch of stuff in there.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, welcome to Mixboard. Okay, cool, man. Thanks. Yeah, dude, we'll be in touch, man. I'll shoot you some shit, man.
Sounds good, dude. Don't be a stranger, man. Love you, miss you.